Alright YouTube, welcome to episode 12 of the Q&A series here on the channel. The not even close to weekly series. It was weekly for a while, we're just kind of winging it. I haven't done one of these in about 3 goddamn months. It feels like it's been too long. I miss interacting with you guys. I'm gonna get all emotional and start crying. All you gotta do to be featured in one of these videos is leave a comment below or leave a comment on one of my social medias, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever the case. I usually post something before I'm gonna do one of these videos. So either there or just leave a comment here. We'll revert back to this video whenever I record the next one. Anyways, let's get into some goddamn questions. First, we'll hit up the beautiful bitches from the previous Q&A video. Wet and Slick Productions, which sounds totally sexy, wants to know what was my first console and what is my favorite console. My very first console was definitely the original Nintendo. I have very, very fond memories of growing up and playing Super Mario Bros. And Super Mario Bros. 3. Oddly enough, I never played the second one as a kid. I also played a lot of Mike Tyson's Punch-Out as a kid. I really don't remember if I had any other games or played any other games. Those are the ones that come to mind. Favorite console of all time definitely has to be the PlayStation 2. That's really where my formative years of gaming happened. Like, I've been gaming since original Nintendo. But I'd say this is really where my gaming began, because this is when I started to get older. You know, I was like 10 or 11 or something when I got my original PS2. So, you know, starting to get closer to puberty and shit. Just being able to play harder games. Better games were coming out, obviously, on PlayStation 2 than previous console generations. So, it was just probably the best year for gaming for me. It's when I really started playing the original Final Fantasy games. The PlayStation 2 is where I played Final Fantasy 7. I got the original copy and played it on there. Became my favorite game of all time. Proximity Legend seen me comment on a Whit Lowry video and want to know if I listened to him as well and if I listened to NF. Absolutely, man. They're both some of my favorite rappers these days. If you follow me on Instagram, I've quoted several selfies with some Whit Lowry lines, and then I've also uploaded several Call of Duty Black Ops 3 gameplay with Whit Lowry songs in the background. God damn it. David Budenberg, I don't know how you say that shit, wants to know, would I rather shit a brick or piss a golf ball? Bit of a tough decision, obviously, but as a guy, dude, my penis has to have priority over everything. And I just don't know can your pee hole even get that big, dude? Golf balls are decent size in accordance to the size of my pee hole. I don't know, I don't go around comparing penises, so I don't know what your guys' pee hole looks like. But mine's not that big, and I don't know if I could piss out a fucking golf ball. I'd rather my ass to get ripped open. I don't use that for anything. All I use my ass for is shitting and a little bit of ass play here and there. I don't need it. Metal Gear Ray wants to know, what is your most favorite Resident Evil game from the series, and which one is the worst for you? My favorite in the series is definitely Resident Evil Code Veronica for the Sega Dreamcast. Purely based on nostalgia. I don't even know if it's considered a good one in the series. It's just the one I had growing up as a kid. When I had my Dreamcast, I had a handful of games. This was one of them. I had a bunch of demo discs from the Sega, like the Dreamcast magazine. But one of the actual games I owned was this for some reason. I don't know why I had this as a kid. My mom was just cool like that. It's one of the games I played the fuck out of, and I just love it based on nostalgia. In all honesty, as for the worst one, I don't really have one, which is kind of a cop-out answer, but it's like, I've only played the ones I've played I've enjoyed. I played 4, 5, and 6, I played Resident Evil Code Veronica, I played some of the earlier ones, like 1 or 2. I don't really have a bad one. If I had to choose the worst one, it'd probably be 5 or 6. I don't hate those games at all, but out of the ones I've played, I guess they're considered the worst. On to the Twitterverse. Young Escobar, or at HardNipples101, wants to know if I'm, like, famous yet. And bro, we are working on that. Trust me, we're working on the fame. Eric wants to know if I'm going to show my face on camera again. You've asked pretty similar questions in the past about me doing face cam videos, man. It's just not a priority for the channel. It's not necessary. It's mostly a gaming channel. I would do more if I had a better webcam. You want to fund a badass webcam for me, then I'm all for it, man. Poco wants to know why I invaded Poland, obviously to spread the Nazi regime, but also wants to know what I think of VR. VR is bittersweet for me. It's an awesome idea. Everything about it seems great, but I'm not the type of person, like, I never bought a Wii console because I don't want to move a lot. Like, I want to kick back, fucking relax, and play video games. I don't have to be up, moving around, and doing shit. Like, I'm gonna be tired after, like, 30 minutes of gaming. I don't want this shit. I want to game for a couple hours on end, because that's how gaming is. Turna J just wants to know my thoughts on Japan. How about we just finish what we started, and just wipe out the entire place? Totally kidding. Japan, Tokyo, Japan more specifically, is a place I want to visit, like, the most. It's on the bucket list. One day I'm going to visit Tokyo, Japan, just because it looks fucking awesome. I had my dude and somebody else on Instagram ask if I'm going to do a Let's Play of Fallout New Vegas. And in all honesty, guys, I would love to. I'd love to do a lot of Let's Plays on the channel, but I just don't have good internet. The thing is, Let's Play, you gotta do like 20+ minute videos, and I have some that reach close to that, but it takes a long time, because I don't have that good of internet, man. I live in the fucking sticks, bro. I live out in the middle of nowhere, so I have shit internet, so like longer videos take a long time to upload, and it would just be tedious. Maybe we could do something, but it'd be like a once a week like upload type of thing for the Let's Play. I don't know. I'm not going to guarantee anything. And plus, New Vegas is something I more like to live stream. But I'd love to one day, sometime down the road, do a Let's Play for potentially all Bethesda games, or at least all the Fallout games. Because for one, I haven't played some of the other ones. I haven't played Fallout 1 or 2. So I'd like to do Let's Plays sometime down the road. Just don't know when it's going to be. Now on to Instagram, which is where we get the best of questions as always. Drago Papa wants to know if I would rather watch porn with my parents or of my parents. Very simple question. I would obviously rather just sit there with my parents and watch porn. It wouldn't be that awkward. It'd be a bit awkward, but my mom's a pretty cool person. Don't know shit about my dad. But I would rather do that than ever watch them have sex. That's fucking disgusting. Chloe Hart wants to know, what is my dream animal? It can also be extinct or mythical. Sort of a tough one in all honesty, but like the first thing that comes to mind is dragons, but at the same time, like, that'd be a bitch to have dragons just flying around all the time. They'd probably destroy pretty much everything. So, I don't know. Those would be cool to see in real life, I guess. As for the extinct side of things, it'd be kind of interesting to see dinosaurs, I suppose, just because there wasn't, there's no actual documentation other than fossils of what dinosaurs look like. It'd be kind of interesting to see them IRL, like fucking pterodactyl flying around the sky or something. It'd be pretty cool. Terrence Wolf King James 18 wants to know, Coldplay or 9 Inch Nails? And my guy, this is the type of shit that'll get you blocked, man. You catch the fucking hands if you ever try to put Coldplay anywhere near 9 Inch Nails. That's a fucking disgrace to Trent Reznor. How dare you? Extra Anxiety wants to know, how old am I and where am I from? Currently, I am 26 years old and I'm born and raised in Oklahoma. And you probably hear my voice at times. I don't have that much of an accent, I don't think, but at times when I get going, it really shows. Nick Wilson hits us with Oprah, Rosie O'Donnell, Donald Trump, marry one, fuck one, kill one. Bruh, all I care about is smashing them cheeks. My dude Donald Trump is thick as fuck. Terminal Anorexia, which I gotta be honest with you guys, whoever you are, I see you all the time on my Instagram. Your name makes me laugh every fucking time. Favorite band or artist at the moment? Music questions are always pretty fucking hard. My favorite band right now, currently, might be like I Prevail or something. Just started kind of listening to all of their music. I was only into like 1 or 2 songs for a bit, but kind of listening to them all around. Or Stone Sour, since they've been one of my favorite bands forever. They just came out with a new album. As for standalone artists, it's probably Black Bear right now. He's just one of my favorite rappers. Probably my favorite rapper currently. He's also in the intro of my videos and one of my outros that I do, so that should be a testament to how much I like his music. Psychological Shark wants to know, what is my favorite game and why is it my favorite? Similar question that we've got in the past. It's an easy answer, but this version of the question is kind of difficult. I've never actually got asked why is it my favorite game. Final Fantasy VII is my favorite game of all time, and to answer why it is, I don't really know. Maybe it was my first step into like really kind of open world. It wasn't necessarily open world in the traditional sense that open world games are these days. But I mean, once you leave Midgar, the first disc and shit, you're able to kind of walk around the world, literally the entire world. And once you get like the airship, you can literally go anywhere. You can land on islands and find secret locations and shit like that. And maybe that was kind of my first step into what an open world game could be, and maybe that's what attracted me to the game. I don't know. It also has a pretty elaborate story, which is something I go for in video games, but you kind of got to consume other medium. You can't just play Final Fantasy VII, though it has a great story, and it does a decent job telling the story for its time. Once you play like Crisis Core and watch some of the side content side animes and movies and play some of the other games as well, it has a really great story. Marcy Skate, I think is how you say that, wants to know if I've ever had suicidal thoughts. I literally want to die every second of every single goddamn day. But on a more serious note, I think most people have somewhat suicidal thoughts. Like, I've never actually thought of killing myself. I've never like, man, I'm gonna go buy a box of razors, cut my wrist. I'm gonna fashion a noose and hang myself from something. That's never happened to me. But I've thought of the concept of it, like how people would react. Who would care? How would people react knowing that I'm dead? That people I've talked to often, people I don't talk to that much anymore. That type of shit. But I've never really considered killing myself. I like life. I'm afraid of death. I've talked about that in a previous video. I'm actually absolutely terrified of death. So killing myself doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I want to live as long as I possibly can. I gotta read this one verbatim just because it's fucking wild. Charles Mayo says, is your cock bigger than your foot? And if no, then why aren't you dick in larger tablets? It sounded like he had some sort of joke that he just kind of forgot as he's typing the goddamn comment. No, my dick is not bigger than my feet. I have pretty big feet. I wear like 10.5 to 11 size shoes. If my dick was bigger than my foot, it'd be kind of terrifying. Probably be a little too goddamn big. So it's probably a good thing. I have a tiny penis, guys. It's small down there, goddamn it. Why do I gotta keep asking about my dick size? Chris Waldo wants to know what my thoughts and hopes are for the next Elder Scrolls game. I don't really have any thoughts just because we don't know anything about it yet, so I can't really have any thoughts on it. But as for hopes, I'm a simple person, man. All you really gotta do is Skyrim better. Bigger world, better graphics, more to do, and that'll sell the game to me. That's all I really need. Patrick EP777 wants to know, how come I'm single, and what is my method for picking up chicks? As to why I'm single, I was hung up on the same girl for the longest fucking time, dude. First love type of shit. I ain't trying to get all sappy and gay here, but your boy's got the feelings. And as for my method for picking up females, man, what I do is I walk up to them and I'm like, hey girl, what's up? Suck my dick, bitch, or I'll kill you. And last up, Sid the Bean wants to know if I like traps. If you don't know what a trap is, it's essentially just a very feminine guy that might dress as a female. And one of those ones where like your friend will send you like a picture of an ass and a thong, and they're like, do you think this girl's attractive? And you're like, oh hell yeah, dude. And they're like, oh, it's a guy, dude, you're gay. Like that's what a trap is. And to answer your question, yeah, of course, I will literally fuck anything. God damn, I'm lonely. And that will wrap up this Q&A, guys. This will not be a weekly series. I'm just going to put that out there for you guys, let you know. I think it's a little bit better whenever we space them out like this. Maybe not so much. We might not wait 3 months at a fucking time. Maybe at least a once a month thing. Maybe a couple times a month. I don't know yet. Because we had a lot of responses. You know, usually when I was posting these things here in the past couple of Q&As, we didn't get a whole lot of comments, a whole lot of questions. This time, however, we did get a lot. I did not feature every single question. As always, I try to do as many as I can, guys, because I love responding and like letting everybody be featured and stuff like that. But there was just quite a bit this time, so we weren't able to do them all. And I don't want the video to be too long. And it's already over 10 goddamn minutes, and that's too long for me. If you'd like to be featured in the next Q&A, all you gotta do is leave a question down below, or hit me up on any of my social medias, or wait till I inevitably post asking for questions for the Q&A. And you'll then most likely be featured. Anyways, guys, if you want to enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Turn on my notifications. Follow me on Twitter. Links to my social networks are in the description. End of the outro. Later, guys.